James, I'm gonna pass it over to you. What else we have?
Well, we got the NFL, and they just recently had their Hall of Fame game. And to start things off, it was DeMarcus Ware who sung the national anthem. I thought he did a great job, and I really enjoyed hearing his singing voice. Ware
Yeah.
is a longtime Dallas Cowboy, and he finished his career in Denver with a Super Bowl ring. The game was a sellout crowd of 18,000. And I guess, like, to kind of start things off, part of the recent collective bargaining agreement with the league players shortened the preseason. Do you think that they should keep the Hall of Fame game in there?
Um, yeah, I definitely do. I feel like it's tradition. You know, the NFL, they're making a lot of different changes and rules, but you can't, you shouldn't try to change a tradition of the game. I feel like that keeps the excitement going and for the players, not even more so of just people watching and tuning in, but just the players itself. Always have that type of, Hall of Fame game or All-Star game, basketball, just stuff like that. So I definitely think they should keep it.
Well, and by getting rid of that other preseason game, they did end up adding a regular season game, which I like. I like to get a whole extra game during the season as opposed to like those shorter seasons that we had. So now it's
Yeah.
17 instead of 16 game seasons.
Oh yeah, that's good. It's still good. It's definitely exciting. Um, I can't wait to see, how this season ends off. As a matter of fact, I believe the Saints, we play the Chiefs. I was gonna ask you, like the preseason, how many games is it this season? Like, do we have as far
Everyone
as
just
like
has three preseason games, unless you're part of the Hall of Fame game, and then that's just like an extra. So that'd be four games. But everyone just has three
okay,
now.
right.
During the Hall of Fame game, Zach Wilson started
Okay.
in place of Aaron Rodgers, and they were just saving the veteran for the games that matter. He threw only five passes, and one was a 2nd and 7, which was a 57-yard long pass to his wide receiver Taylor on the left sideline. Now, by bringing Aaron Rodgers in, it seems like kind of an example of the Jets moving on too quickly. Although maybe he'll be able to develop behind Rodgers and they can hold on to him or trade him.
Yeah.
And I guess getting to my second question, do you think there's any chance that Wilson wins the starting job? And do you think Rodgers will help Wilson develop?
Um, I think yeah, I think there is a there's still a chance for him to get that starting job and stuff like that. And then being under the wing of um Rodgers, yeah, definitely. Um, you got to realize Aaron Rodgers, he's a veteran player, um, high QB IQ. He can definitely help um Wilson get out of his comfort zone even more.
So if the season
Yeah.
starts then and Rodgers is playing really poorly, you think we're going to see a lot more of Zach Wilson then, or do you think they'll be patient with Rodgers throughout the entire season?
I feel like, I mean, they invested a lot in him. I feel like why not be patient? They need to see. They need to have him in most of the game because I mean, you gave up a lot just to get him on. So they definitely need to work with him. He's not gonna be the young, hot Aaron Rodgers that we all know, but he still has something in the tank. So I mean, he's still Aaron Rodgers. You know what I mean? So not give him some time. I think he'll do good. I have faith in him, but I mean, we got to think about it. It's a different team. Even though he got his wide receiver to come over there, which is good. Um, it all really just depends on him and if he can connect with the team and help them move the way they need to move offensively. Then yeah.
There were 6.3 million viewers, which actually surpassed the average NBA playoff viewership of 5.47 million viewers.
Wow.
with the NBA season, that was the highest viewership that they had in 5 years in the postseason. So
Wow.
I guess what does that statistic say about the interest in not only the NBA but also the NFL and I guess sports in general at the moment?
No, yeah, I think a lot of people are invested right now. But a lot of people are invested right now in especially football. And I mean, if you get to watch Aaron Rodgers play, it's always exciting. They really want to see him succeed for like his fans. And he had diehard fans in at Green Bay. Um, so they're still diehard fans for him. So it makes sense.
There's also that major benefit of going from Green Bay, which is the smallest NFL media market, to New York City, which is the largest.
The largest, right? Exactly. And it's still up north. So he pretty much used to the snow and all of that
Playing
and all
outside.
that type of weather. Exactly. So he just needs to play like like he played at Green Bay, and he'll be good. Then we'll see. But I have to see. I'm gonna give him like honestly after the preseason, I'll give him like a good 5 games. If he don't show us nothing after them 5 games, then okay, now it's time to worry.
And then I guess it's about where the blame falls like after the games. Was it the new defense who they're all pretty young there and
Right. I mean, he needs to have a great offensive line. His offensive line needs to, even if they are new, they need to be effective. And he just needs to be able to connect with the receivers, which I think he will. It's more so of that offensive line and they protecting him.
after they drafted Jordan Love, Green Bay, I know that Aaron Rodgers really just wanted to get out of town at that point. So I think he's in a great spot for him to flourish.
Yeah. Yeah. Time, it's time. He's been with Green Bay for a minute. It's definitely time for him to flourish and see what else any other team has to offer for him. The Jets, I feel like the Jets is a good team because he can be the leader. There's nobody, over or telling him or trying to control his game. He can step in and be that leader role.
I'm sure I'm not the first to point this out, but he's following Brett Favre by going to the Jets almost because Favre, after he was done in Green Bay, he ended up going to the Jets, although that was after a retirement. So,
Right, right. I mean, yeah, it looks like it. But honestly, just think about it. If he can bring them to the Super Bowl or even the playoffs, that's definitely, the Green Bay Packers are probably going to regret their decision.
yeah, they will compete in the AFC East, that's for sure.
Yeah.
So, up next, we've got